Yeah, Sarah here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossroads, playing for today's spawning in the north. We have Hoy Manrique. And his loadout is Scavenge, Special Operations, and Fortifications. Yes, off against him in the south, we have Adamir at Magnum, his US forces, who has straight away locked in Airborne and fielded himself some Pathfinders. I hear that Pathfinders are, well, and through a little bit of testing of my own, that Pathfinders are not terribly effective against OKW. More effective against Horsehead, and even then, they haven't really become a strict part of the metagame. In terms of ranks, enemy around rank 80, Manrique around the mid 100s ranks with OKW. So Adamir does have a decent ranking advantage in this match. Okay, so Pathfinders, I think that's the first bit of combat. So Pathfinders do have a tremendous amount of sight, as you can see there. They could, when they're running around, they could see all the way over here. I think they get more sight with veterancy as well. Can't check that one. Oh yeah, Vet 1, they get +5 sight range. So yeah, they are similar to Jaegerlights really, but Jaegerlights, well, yeah, there's quite a lot to unpack with Pathfinders, but I did talk about them at length. The 2v2 match not that long ago. If you're facing off against them, you generally just want to run straight up to them with either Fox Grenadiers or Grenadiers. Got a ring around the rosy around this bush. Might have been worthwhile if there was a squad coming up to support, which would help him win the engagement, but it was a little bit too far away. This early aggression though from Manrique has got his opponent's fuel under control right now. The Pathfinder's trying to focus fire this squad as they close in here. This is the kind of scenario you want something else to assist you in damaging the squad you're focus firing down, because Pathfinders alone, at least the airborne Pathfinders, are not that effective. That's because their sniper rifle, and they've got two of them, is pretty bad at dealing damage, whereas the INR Pathfinders only have one of the sniper rifles. And as I mentioned, the critical is at a much lower threshold than Jaegerlights. Gets the neutralize on the cutoff. I suppose it's cutting off the munitions, but not much gained there. I believe squads like Jaegerlights and Pathfinders can't crit whilst running, but don't quote me on that. I need to test it some more. Just like a very brief test of it. That's how it appeared. They can shoot their damage, but they can't get the kill from the crit whilst on the move.
Captain just took the battlefield.
So, you know, if you're using them, stop to shoot, and if you're not, try to get them running. No real surprises so far from Manrique, just a full Fox start. Pathfinder's locking down the building here. Things starting to stabilize. Both players switching more back onto their own sides. We're going to see a mechanized truck from Manrique. Which is probably to be expected. He has gone for Scavenge. So we may see some Jaegerlights this game. I've seen other players, you know, like Von Ivan, who has been using this commander in King of the Hill because the other one's banned. Overwatch is banned. And he's been going for a Kubel to try and support his early game. so he can get more Jaegers in the late game. Doesn't have so many Volksgrenadiers clogging up his supply. It's not what we're seeing from Manrique here. Not many buildings on this map to infiltrate from. I think there used to be one over here, like way back in the day, but no longer the case. Oh, maybe looks like he brought that up to do some forward healing and reinforcing, but Jaegers infiltrate into this building. I was just talking about how there aren't many of them. Finds the one that, basically the two that are on this map. Incendiary grenade goes in, does a little bit of damage. I believe there are 2 windows on this side of the building, right? Maybe I'm wrong. There's another window pointing out this direction, but that's not the case. Be careful, these Pathfinders could very easily crit and kill the squad. Okay, he jumps out. And he's running the long way, so he doesn't have to retreat path. And nicely done by Manrique there. Good awareness of his retreat path. Got on top of that cutoff as well. Looks like he's losing control of his fuel now. Squad's heading over that way. One squad of Volksgrenadiers went down. I didn't even notice that. Is that right there? That's some bad observing on my part. So Manrique here, actually you're doing a really nice move. Getting into the retreat path might be able to kill the squads that crosses the road. You want to stop for maximum accuracy as they cross the road. He kind of runs. Gets those firing on the move penalties. It's going to be a close call either way, but you definitely want to have your squad stopped as they cross the road. Unless it's like an SMG squad, then you want to continue the run and gun, but for bolt action like Kar 98, definitely want to stop and shoot. Oh. Traction grenades dodged. Still hasn't connected this munitions point, which is why he's so low on munitions despite not getting many that many weapon upgrades yet. This is, you know, typically a very high munitions map, Crossroads, and Manrique doesn't really have that much to show for it so far. 2 weapon upgrades, 2 grenades thrown. It's down a lot. He's just never going for it as well. It's a massive oversight. Here comes the looks. Oh, you don't want to risk doing this. You want to avoid taking engine damage on a light vehicle in the early game at all costs, basically. Even if it means doing less damage. Cardinal Sin. Looks like we've got some bars now for adamir. Weapon upgrades. Hey, half track going to work. And if this wasn't a damaged engine, you know, the looks to come over here and contribute, force us away, but the damaged engine, he's got to be just so careful. Can't come and fight. Even from this amount of health, he has to be worried about losing the looks to the half track, especially if it's set up to start firing first. It's actually a pretty close fight between the two in those scenarios. Looks is about 3/4 repaired from the damage it took. Just a little bit of firing. Now comes into fight, and as you can see there, they are trading quite evenly, as I mentioned. Thing is though, the A half track does take a long time to reload. Kind of goes through a big burst on the autocannon, and then as you can see, the gunner here taking forever to reload. Bazooka's going after the looks, connects, but then get out of there. Squad in their retreat. I don't think he's going to be able to get the kill though. This has been going on for a long time, but Captain finally has to get out of there. More repairs for... or first repairs actually. More repairs for Manrique. He hasn't got the repair upgrade on his truck yet. Looks like he's gone for a kitten. It is an option to go for a Puma here to just double down. Really just try and knock out a half-track outright. And then that will clear the way for your looks to continue to be effective. But at the moment, you know, it's much more of an even fight. But maybe, you know, if you can sneak the kitten into position, he can get the kill here. Speaking of, Rakitten gets a shot in. Oh, handbrake was on. Looks like he got around the side of the building. Looks was still being repaired. Couldn't come and get the killing blow. Bazookas are in position as well to stop the Looks from charging in. Looks is charging in nonetheless. Takes 2 bazookas. Now having to back away. Can take 2 more without dying. Oh, ooh, I thought that squad might have gotten range for an anti-tank grenade, but not quite. Either way, close call, and Manrique has really had effectiveness of his look stuffed here. Only got 1 kill on it so far. Most of the variants are going to be from taking damage rather than from dealing it. Just not ideal at all. Now we have a pack counter for adamir. Doesn't have that many stationary targets to shoot at, but you can get it early, start vetting it up to vet 2, get the heat barrage. That's the dream. Good dodge of the grenade there from adamir, dodging easily from those infiltration grenades. And he's got a lot of bars here. He certainly had his munitions point connected most of the match. All these weapon upgrades putting the hurt in here. Manrique did put a sandbag here to fight from, so that's a good idea. Putting a sandbag down on your opponent's fuel point so you can harass it more easily next time. And defend it, and then pushing back. He's going for a base barrage, and he's getting some kills as well. Pacquiao, he does have really good range on his barrage, but cooldown on it is quite long. Second truck for Manrique. Looks like he's bringing it out. Maybe he's going to go for like the Von Ivan positioning on it. With the forward flak base, he often puts it around here. Manrique doesn't really have that much momentum. It looks like he's actually not going to put his truck down immediately. Going for the walking Stuka here. I mean, the pack howitzer does have a lot of trouble typically dodging the walking Stuka. Oh. On the whole fire there, it looked like. Now getting some hits in. Yeah, half track pushing up. Getting just coming out of base now. Have to consider whether it's worth making a push like this before your kitten is ready to support. He's playing with this extremely defensively here. He should be leaving it up there, chunking these riflemen. With barrage. Ooh, building is flattened. Pathfinders go down. The kid gets caught out. Bazookas and anti-tank grenade. One more volley from both bazookas and that'll be the end of the looks. Bazooka's on that chase. The squad needs to focus fire. What is he doing? He's focus firing now. Clearing the corner. More squads coming out and doesn't want to risk losing his bazookas. Decides to retreat. Now squad's pushing through the middle. Going after the pack howitzer. He's not happy about it. Looks like he was doing a Faust, but somehow got cancelled or something. So a half track, still fully mobile, engine intact. Looks 4 kills, nearly vet 2 only. Just This is whole veterancy from taking damage, man. It's kind of crazy. Definitely needs to be more careful with his control on his light vehicle, avoid getting it snared. He has got this truck out. I originally thought he was going to go for a flak base, but maybe he was looking for healing. He's been so strapped for manpower though. Could get a wipe here if he chases. No, but here come the bazookas and he's getting out of there. Bazooka's coming in now. But that is a lot of firepower. We'll be lucky if he doesn't drop 2 models here. And he is lucky. Hit 2 now, 5 kills. Stuka ready to fire. It's a fresh squad of riflemen from Adamir replacing his Pathfinders. Trash grenades into the building. He jumps into it. Steals it away. Once again the Raketin getting shot at. Very low on health, could easily lose it here unless he heals it. Decent infiltration grenades, but he's not going to chase in. Maybe he's worried about an M1 being back here or something. Now he goes in. Backing away. Kid is in a position to shoot through the hedge if his attack ground skills are sharp enough. Still haven't seen the second barrage from the walking Stuka. I suppose he doesn't have eyes on anything yet. Calls in Jaeger lights from this building. Stuka coming in now. Scott, oh, the walking Stuka knocks out the A half-track in conjunction with a good anti-attack ground shot there. Good execution there from Manrique. Does a lot of damage to the pack Howie as well. But we've got a Scott on the field. Oh, got to be careful he doesn't take one more volley from those double bazookas. Oh, he should be backing towards his base. I don't know where he's going with this. He could very easily lose it if the rear echelons intercept him here. He needs to be bringing his squads out to try to force him away again. Yeah, that was just some horrible looks control there. If he just backs straight away, straight back, he would have gotten away just fine, but instead he loses. Instead he loses it. And in a scenario like this, when you do have a walking Stuka, it is worth putting down a mine or two on your base entrance to prevent a tank just running in there and knocking it out. A good old-fashioned base inspection. Just trying to bring the Raketin down this side, get some shots on that Scott. So we've got grenade tech from Adamir. He's just had so much munitions this game, can afford to go for grenades even. Which you don't see too often as US forces. Grenade spam. I think he could have stayed in the fight there. Raketin came forwards. Oh! And that's a big 1-2 punch. Raketin gets decrewed. It was close to full, but Scott combining with the grenade there. Oh, and the Scott getting a monster hit in there. Jaeger lights down. It's just so hard to kill these Scots, man. It really is. 10 kills on that bad boy already. I feel like often with OKW you need to sneak double Raketins into position. Oh, he manages to steal it back perhaps? Another grenade coming in? No. Quite. I feel like, yeah, you need to sneak double Raketins into position where they can both get 2 shots in, so that way even if he, you know, is very wide and uses the smoke, you can use attack ground to get a second volley in. Because yeah, it is hard to kill Scots.
Capture point is under attack.
And they will just continue to bleed you. Oh.
Ready for deployment.
A real headache to deal with. For both Axis factions, really. You'll be able to sneak Rakittans in can really help you with the X-Factor burst to kill them, but it's not an easy task either way. Yeah, should just be running into point blank with the squad. Okay, what is this truck doing? Oh, I did put down a med truck. Didn't upgrade the medics though. Pretty well evaded with the walking Stuka there. There's Vet 1 though after that half-track kill. There's a recon plane. Just shows how commanding Adamir has been with his munitions control. Grenades, full weapons, and recon planes. Following up with the Jackson now to protect his kingdom. He can just rely on his infantry, his indirect fire to deal with whatever Manrique has in terms of infantry himself, so he needs to worry about the vehicles. Ooh, he gets the wipe there.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Well, Manrique is just bleeding so much from his infantry. Puts his tech down and then cancels it. Squad was coming forwards to kill it. Should probably just put it in his base at this stage. His map control is just not solid enough to actually put it on the map somewhere. And if he does, he's supposed to worry about getting barraged down by the Scot and the pack howitzer. Interesting to see that he didn't upgrade all his squads with STGs. This is a strategy some people use in hopes that the rifleman will drop a bar or something, but probably should have them upgraded on at least one more squad. Otherwise, fighting the bar rifleman is just too tricky. Standard weaponry. Pick out some Scott on the work. With some base action.
A capture point is being overrun. Crew,
Stuka lying up. Ooh, this could be a big one. Like how he cleared. Does a lot of damage to the Scot and the stolen Rakitten. Adamir has some lag. Faust on this, but can't kill it. I think even one more Faust, I think he's got just enough health to survive one more Faust. He's closing in for it though. Don't think it's going to be quite enough, no. Heartbreaking stuff. I'm going to try to continue the chase, wait for the Faust cooldown, but here comes the reinforcements. The Scot's getting some good shots, and in the meantime, this closer range, the Scot is super accurate. He jumps out. Lining up the Faust, he's trying to repair it, but not to be. Well done by Manrique, bringing in one more squad for the killing Faust. Without that, all would have been for nothing. He drops a bar as well.
we're losing a capture point.
Ooh, and he wins the race to it. Picks it up on the stern pioneers, even though bar, I think it is a mild upgrade to the STG, but definitely worth denying it to the vehicle crew. Grease guns are not that impressive. Tracer grenades just easily dodged. Manrique definitely needs to be a little bit sneakier with his grenade usage. You got to be so careful trying to go for a salvage, especially this commander with the thorough salvage. It's so long. I don't think they reduced the time on it, but maybe they did. Looks like he's just flat out destroying the building, so no more Jaegers can be popped from there. I was going to mention that earlier. Definitely worth doing something about this building, either killing it or wiring the door. If you go for like the wire trap, two-piece wire trap on the door, the Jaegers won't be able to get out. Sitting duck. Just bring a squad up here and shoot them to death on the side of the building where they can't shoot you back. May take a while, but I mean, it's a dead squad for the cost of a little bit of wire. Definitely worth doing on this map. With so few buildings for the Jaegers to pop from. It's right next to your cutoff as well. Very juicy target for Jaeger light users. So he did go for a forward Schwer. Overlooking his cutoff. So adamir going for the Sherman here. More direct approach instead of the Scott. Let's have a decent amount of anti-tank, you know, between the Sherman, maybe switching rounds, the Jackson and the bazookas, as well as the stolen Raketen. So even if Manrique does get a tank out here, he's not going to have an easy time of it. So he's going for a Panzer IV. It's going to be hard against this much anti-tank to use the Panzer IV. He does have enough fuel for a Panther. And does have a walking Stuka, which could potentially help him in the anti-infantry wars. Oh, what could go down here? That retreat. Well, actually loses to the AG Sherman. Oh, heartbreaking for Manrique there. Did he get the kill? I think he did get this treating rifle with this blob though. Looks like the major drops from artillery there didn't do too much. Running down onto the cutoff as well. You have to be super careful. Sherman's just so lethal chasing squads down on retreat. Unless you've got like some mines or some kind of surprises waiting in your retreat path. Not worth overextending. Stuka going off. Oh, but he's so close to where the Sherman is. Sherman perhaps looking for the kill here. Decides not to chase him any further. No, he is going in. E4 misses its first shot. And Sherman decides to back away after seeing that. Switching rounds. No smoke yet. Where's the Jackson? Jackson decrewed over here using the vehicle crew to cap the point. Could have cost him his tank. P4 did miss quite a few shots there. Could use this vehicle crew as well in the Jackson. Probably take it straight to Vet 1. Or the Sherman as well. Not the Sherman Vet 1 is that impressive. Where's the heat rails might come in handy against this P4. Nades being exchanged. P4 in here. Ooh, gets a big hit, but now it's taken too much. Uses the concussive grenade there. Hopefully stunning the squad. Before switching sides, maybe going to go for some attack rounds through this hedgerow. Squad goes down to the grenade there. Looks like he's going to get a second Faustin. Oh, looks like the Faustin model actually died and it got cancelled. Ooh, main gun destroyed. That's the green light. So he's going to go in. Well, maybe not. It's actually on high explosive still. Base may have saved his Panzer IV here. Jackson does have very light armor, will take quite a bit of damage to it. The recon plane getting the lay of the land. Manrique has just been bleeding so much manpower to these Shermans.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining.
Losing quite a lot of squads as well.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
They're going after the tech truck here. And then they're bringing up a fresh for a kitten. This is where Faust could maybe come in handy, but he's not using it. Tech structure's still alive. Here comes the Faust. Gets on top of the pack house to decruise it. Kitten moving up in support. Oh, this one might go down. Sherman's looking for the kill. Stuka going in. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Just hoping to catch a repairing tank there. So if he calls in major artillery, that should be able to seal the deal. Walking Stuka now in trouble. Goes down. Daring stuff from Adamir. Might lose the Sherman in the process, but he's so far ahead right now. There's no regards for the consequences. Feels it's worth it at least. P4 could win this. Gets the next shot in. Oh man, the Jackson had just enough health to survive. Must have repaired it up a little bit. Attack ground wars now. Not on prioritized vehicles. Turret kind of spinning around. Adamir takes the kill there. It's basically only one avenue now for Manrique. It's the King Tiger. Mutually assured concussions there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
I think he's going to try to get some salvage going. Still, what, like 80 fuel away from the King Tiger? That's a long way. It's a very long way indeed.
Get away from all this killing.
A capture point is being overrun.
Especially when you're this far behind. Even further far behind now.
A capture point is being overrun.
Well, that's poor English, even further behind, or... Oh, our kitten gets caught out of position. Never got healing from this truck. Definitely worth mentioning. I suppose a lot of OKW squads, you know, get healing at Vet 4 or Vet 5. Or Vet 3 maybe?
A capture point is under attack.
Okay, Vet 5. Oh! Popped up as they rounded the corner there. So I suppose he didn't really need it that much, but leaving your kittens on this amount of health is just so risky. It's like one shot from the Sherman that's gone.
They just fell to 50 points.
He's going for a Puma. He's feeling desperate. I suppose he is getting very low on VPs. Recrew this for kitten. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, almost straight away getting decrewed. And doesn't even get a shot off. Puma's there now, but doesn't need to switch rounds. Jumps out of it. Going for a crit repair here. Or maybe just a straight repair. Another grenade. Crown armor. Yeah, you can't attack ground through this. Well, maybe you can eventually if you just keep shooting, but straight away. There it goes. He's finally pierced the bush, but that is the game. VP's trained out. for Manrique. I think there's a few things he really needs to work on. His looks control just not up to scratch. Continually getting snared. Barely got any kills with it. And really needs to work on that. Did okay though overall, considering his position. Just I feel like he was a little bit outmatched here by Adamir. As for Adamir, you know, he played the light vehicle phase pretty well. Never really had too much to worry about from the looks, you know. Had the bazookas there in support with a half track in good positions, so it couldn't get killed. Just you know, transitioned to the middle late game very smoothly. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.